Welcome to Talkback Live in the morning. It is now 6:06, 6 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Thursday morning. Yes, a lovely, wonderful Thursday morning, and again, starting your day off at 68 degrees under a mostly fair sky. Yes, that's right, 68, almost 70 degrees out there this morning. Beautiful day to start your day on a Thursday. Hey, we have a great show lined up for you today. Hot topics of discussion, news that you could use, local, national, international, and also our phone lines are open, our website's available, and we'll be up on Facebook and YouTube, and, well, let's get it on. And good morning again, and welcome to Talkback Live in the morning. It is now 6:07, 7 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Thursday morning. Yes, a lovely, wonderful Thursday morning to start your day off. Again, at 68 degrees under fair skies this morning. It is a beautiful day on the outside today, like a regular, a summer day or morning? Well, in the summertime, it'll be down in the mid-70s or near 80 degrees sometimes in the morning. But, hey, 68 degrees, it's not bad at all to start your day. And, hey, tell you what, besides all of that, we have a great show lined up for you today. Hot topics of discussion, news that you could use, local, national, international. And the number to call is 901-452-3094. Again, the number to call is 901-452-3094. And if those lines are busy, call us at 901-324-7490. All right, we invite you to go to our website, talkbacklivenetwork.org, and take a look at what's going on there. You can listen to the show there as well. Also, you can listen to us on the TuneIn radio app. Just search WMQM, and the Simple radio app. Just search KQPN, and that's all you need to do there to get us on either one of those apps. KQPN, again, the letters are KQPN, and once you go to the search block, search those letters, and I lost my thought there. Yeah, go to the search box, search the letter KQPN. Again, the letters are KQPN, WMQM, and continue to search, and you'll hear us loud and clear. Also, you could, we'll have the traffic report. That's where I need to go to keep you up to date. What's going on the interstates in the city and in the county. And also, we'll have the weather forecast, and the guy that does that for us, News Channel 3's meteorologist and the weather expert, Austin Unick. He'll be along in a couple of minutes with his accurate, dependable weather forecast. And, hey, I tell you what, we're ready to roll. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Bob. Good morning, everybody out there listening this morning. Another great show we got lined up for you today. On a Thursday morning, man, ready to get it popping, cracking, kicking, jumping, stomping, yelling, screaming on this Thursday morning, man. So looking forward to the show again, as always. So much stuff to get to on today, so I'll get right into it, man. So we're just going to get right into it, man.
Yeah. Well, phone calls are coming in as we speak. Yes,
yeah, that's right. Come on in.
Yes.
And matter of fact, you can hit us up on social media as well, because Facebook Live will be up shortly, within the next minute or so. And also, you can hit us up on Twitter at TalkbackLive, one word, at TalkbackLive. And Facebook, facebook.com, just search Talkback Live with Bob and Josh. Like our Facebook page. Check us out there, as well as Talkback Live Network, our website on Facebook as well. So, without any further ado, Bob, let's get it on.
All right, let's start it all off with the Metro Traffic Report, keeping you up to date what's going on the interstates in the city and in the county. And this Metro Traffic Report, it is sponsored by CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranties. Call them 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances have the best prices in town. That's right, folks. Sales and service, heating and air. Hey, also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwaves, stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And folks, I'm telling you, they're the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. And that's CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranties. Call them at 901-487-7882. Again, at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances. Let's go with our traffic trooper. Josh, what's going on the roadways?
Looking at the roads right now in Memphis, there are no accidents currently as of this morning, so that's a great sign to start the day. No accidents, no delays according to this, so that's a great thing so far. Hopefully that continues for as long as possible, but still be safe and be on the lookout for your fellow man out there this morning.
Yes, indeed. If you're coming from South Haven, Mississippi, I-55, as you approach I-55, I-240 Malfunction Junction, you can continue your ride east, or you can continue your ride across west, across the bridge, I-55, and you continue your ride north to I-55 to the Boot Hill, Missouri. Folks, wherever you're going, keep it safe. And also, you continue to ride up from I-55, I-240 Malfunction Junction to the North Road Extension, and also continue to ride to the downtown connector to Union Avenue in the Hospital District. Ooh, folks, be careful if you're traveling anywhere around town. This Metro Traffic Report, it is sponsored by CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranties. Call them at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances. And now, let's head over to the weather department and check in with News Channel 3's meteorologist Austin Onick with his accurate and dependable weather forecast. News Channel 3's weather expert.
Storm system crossing the country will be bringing in some clouds and some wind across the area today. We'll be looking for breezy winds out of the south at 15 to 25, gusting to 35 miles per hour. High temperatures today near 80 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Showers and thunderstorms for tonight. Early, mainly, mostly cloudy, lows in the mid-50s. Could be some strong weather in there. We'll keep you updated on that. Sunny, a little cooler for Friday. Temperatures near normal in the lower 70s. Showers and a few thunderstorms.
I got you.
Friday night, mainly Saturday morning, partly cloudy, lows in the lower 50s. Showers and thunderstorms for Saturday, some heavy rainfall possible. Saturday's highs in the upper 60s, lows Saturday night into upper 50s with a few more showers and thunderstorms. Possibility of a few early thunderstorms on Sunday, mostly cloudy, cool, highs in the lower 60s. Partly cloudy Sunday night as we wrap up the weekend, lows in the mid-40s, and back to sunshine on Monday with highs back around 70. That's a look at your latest WRAG-TV News Channel 3 Severe Weather Center forecast. I'm meteorologist Austin Onick. Stay tuned for much more coming up with Bob and Josh on Talkback Live.
All right, guys, we're getting started here. Come on here and join us as we do what we do.
And in the headlines today, we've got one of the things that some people complain about, you just text too much. You text this, you text that, you text here, you text there, you text people you like, you text people you don't like, you bless people in your text, you curse people in your text. all the texting that's going on these days, don't you think by now we've had enough of texting? Well, sometimes people text and there's some things that are going to happen. Well, if we allow it to be done in texting, that could help us out. Let's talk about it. Josh, there is in this story that's coming up, there's a texting service for 911 emergency. Is that a good or a bad deal as far as texting is concerned? What is going on and what are they talking about here?
Well, man, as you may or may not know, this is a new thing coming to Memphis, man. Coming to text to 911 is what they're calling it. So the people in Memphis can now access 911 services via text messages. That city leaders announced the official launch of text to 911 system. That's an extremely clever name they came up with. Text to 911. But anyway, nonetheless, it's pretty interesting. It said Memphis is the first city in the state to use this service. Now, they got a quick news story on this, and shout out to everybody coming in on Facebook. Y'all come on in, join the conversation
in the house.
In the house, in the building, all of that. And we got a quick story on this. It's about less than a minute audio on what's going on here. Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. We'll be back after this. Phone lines are open, 901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. Take a listen to this.
Good afternoon. I'm Joyce Peterson. First up on WMC Action News 5 at 3:30. People in the city of Memphis can now access 911 services via text message. It's a story TV5 first told you about last month. This morning, city leaders announced the official launch of the text to 911 system. Memphis is the very first city in the state of Tennessee to use this service. To use the new feature, users must enter 911 into the to field, then text the exact location of the emergency, and then briefly describe what kind of emergency you're having.
The main driver of text to 911 is the deaf, hearing, and speech impaired communities. We want to make sure that everyone in Memphis or anyone passing through Memphis has equal access to emergency services.
Within the next 6 to 8 months, the text to 911 system will be activated throughout all of Shelby County.
All right, there you have it. What do you think, folks? Texting 911 for an emergency? You know, some people say, well, even now, you can't even call 911 to get an emergency service because the lines are always busy. That's what I heard. So I don't know. Is it a good thing for 911 phone lines to be busy and nobody's there to answer the calls? I mean, that's really not an emergency line. You probably do better just calling the regular police line for the Memphis area, the non-emergency number.
Yeah.
But here, you're talking about texting 911, and hopefully, that they decide to answer your text.
How bad would it be? Y'all already know you can't stand when folks don't return your text. Good morning, Kelly. As it is, just regular folks, right? You're trying to either have something funny to send to somebody, or
good morning, Terry, as well. Yes.
I did shout out a minute ago. But all of that, and we can shout you out again because you made a great comment on that. So we appreciate you. And I agree because before I get to that, let me finish what I was saying. Before I get too sideways here. But can you imagine? You get upset at people that don't text you back, but imagine if 911 doesn't text you back. What do? It's an emergency. You're like, hey, come on, hit me back. Will you respond to me?
Well, I don't know. They might tell you, say, well, we don't text back the 911 services, but we'll send somebody there. But you don't know how long it's going to be. They may not. When you're texting a 911 service, it's like, okay, I hope they get my text. Somebody's in your yard, they're beating up your car, breaking your car windows, and they're throwing things at your house, they're shooting in the air, and
what type of situation?
I'm just saying a situation, and then you're going to sit there, let me text them right quick. I mean, you're gonna have the nerve enough to text 911. Some people, have a nervous breakdown trying to call 911. Much less is sitting up and using the phone or whatever computer and with a straight face and no emotions, and then just taking your time and just typing it in. Oh, 911. Blah blah blah. This is what's happening. You're gonna have to explain the details of what's going on.
But the thing is, it's not like you gotta just sit there with a plain look on your face. People know how to text in all sorts of situations.
Well, that's
People know how to text and drive. They know how to text and work. They
shouldn't text and drive. But this is my point. How can you do all of that knowing that what's going on around your home or whatever, and you're going to be straight, level-headed to be able to text? Some people they have a nervous breakdown. They can't even text right, So, I mean, you expect that to happen? I don't know. I don't know what do you think, folks? You think it's a good idea, or hey, just consider it another way to be able to possibly get through to 911 if the phone lines are busy?
But think about this now. Okay, imagine if you're in a situation where you're trapped in a closet or whatever. Not to reference R. Kelly, but all of it is that you're trapped somewhere and you can't talk. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, like on the movies. Good morning, Kevin. Coming in on Facebook. But in the movies where you're hiding under the bed and you try to whisper, hey, can y'all come help me? Instead of doing that, all you gotta do is get on that phone, use your thumbs, type away, and you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, okay, so just remain calm. You think everybody's gonna remain calm and just text 911?
Well, it's better than trying to talk.
Well, I mean, but don't you think people will sense your emergency and the way you feel by at least? Don't you think people would have a better assurance that they can get through and get the help that they need if they're talking to someone rather than texting and hoping that it gets to the place, or hoping that they receive the text? And your text could be text 100. Everybody may decide to sense that what they have is an emergency, and they start texting about a dog that's barking in front of their house. Some people may start texting about that.
Well, they call about that. So, I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
So people abusing the system either way.
Okay, by them abusing the system, that means your emergency text that's more than an emergency than someone's dog barking. Your situation goes farther down the line.
Well, hopefully they don't just have a phone, like a little flip phone for the emergency. So
I mean,
hopefully they got a computer.
I believe they do. I believe they do. But still, it sends your text farther down the line if somebody's texting something that's not an emergency.
That's true.
901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. And if lines are busy, keep calling. In other news, the city of Memphis garbage pickup is getting better, or is it getting worse? Josh, there's a story out about change coming as far as the garbage pickup in the city of Memphis. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, so it's interesting. I couldn't help but laugh a little bit because I'm looking at the story on the news, Channel 3, and I'm looking at a picture of Jim Strickland right now. And I'm not laughing at Jim Strickland. But did you notice what's right over his shoulder? Right over his shoulder in the news story, ironically, where he's talking about this, is a huge picture of Willie Harrington. Oh, it's a giant picture of Willie Harrington, who just happens to be running against. I know he was a past mayor, that's why it's picture.
Well, I mean, Jim Strickland and former mayor Willie Harrington. Willie Harrington spoke at an event that he had after he got into office. Jim Strickland got into office, and there was a big controversy about former mayor Willie Harrington speaking there. And some black people are upset because Willie Harrington called them out on their crime situation.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that's probably why that picture is there, and he just didn't realize where he was when he was talking, and didn't realize that Willie Harrington's picture was behind him. So I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what's going on.
And that's a whole other topic, really.
I mean, was he talking about garbage?
Well, he was.
Okay, well, then was he? Do you think he was referring to Willie Harrington as garbage?
No. I think it's just it's Memphis City Hall, so I'm sure Harrington, as long as he was there, his pictures are probably all over the place.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we're talking about the trash pickup right now. And the city of Memphis has announced some changes to your trash pickup. Y'all like your trash picked up and you feel like the city has been terrible at it, or they flip your cans over, or all sorts of stuff. This really has nothing to do with that. But there are some changes they're making. So check this out. We'll be back.
Well, Stephanie, I just want to show you, this is the type of debris we're talking about. Tree limbs and branches left out waiting for the city to pick up. Now, if you're a homeowner in Memphis, you know what the city wants you to do. Use your phone to call 311 to get all of that picked up. But the mayor says that is inefficient. It doesn't deliver on its promise. And now he's pledging to change that process.
It's when the tree limbs fall or when we have to clean it up and ourselves, we put it on the curbside.
Eugenia Williams is one of the tens of thousands of Memphians supposed to rely on city services to pick up yard waste. But like so many before her, she got confused.
We just need to know how we should prepare for yard waste to be picked up. And please don't tell us we need to call ahead of time, because that's unfair if we're paying for it on a monthly basis.
We've been covering this problem for years. It relates to items beyond garbage and recycling, including yard debris and furniture. Right now, there's no schedule for regular pickup of those items. Instead, people have to call 311 and then wait up to 3 weeks. Mayor Jim Strickland acknowledges this problem and announced a new protocol today.
The new way is twice each month on the same day that your garbage and recycling carts are emptied.
It sounds simple, but it's a big change for people to know the exact day their pickup is happening.
The lack of predictability in the service we was delivering caused a shortfall in our delivery of service.
Al Lamar directs the city's new solid waste division. The mayor used $15 million from the city's reserve funds to hire 70 new employees to staff the new division, concentrating on this problem.
We heard the people, we blew up the system, and created one that will work for them. It's going to be a cleaner city because the curbside trash, that outside the cart trash, is not going to sit there for weeks on end anymore.
To prepare, anyone can go to the city's website, just type in your address, and find your new schedule. And you can also pay attention to the mail. The mayor's office is going to send out magnets individualized for each address, so you'll know exact day that it's going to come and get picked up throughout the month. And by the way, this new policy, it goes into effect pretty soon. It starts May 1st. We're live in Midtown. Stacey Jacobson, WREG, News Channel 3.
All right, there you have it. So is it going to be picked up? Is that going to be better for you as far as trash pickup is concerned?
Well, I like the fact that they're going to pick up a debris. Because you remember, what was it, 211 or whatever you had to call?
311.
311 that you had to call to get your stuff picked up. I remember situation that
a couple of times we had that, and they just lazed around, and I had to call down there, and then, I called down there and told them, some things, and then all of a sudden, really, it wasn't long after I got off the phone.
It seemed like less than 10 minutes. It was pretty crazy.
Well, it was longer than that. It seemed like it was less than an hour.
Yeah.
Less than an hour.
Very quick.
It was very quick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This truck, and they were out there, and they were picking up my stuff. And so, hey, but at any rate, I don't know if that happens all the time, but they were there and picked it up, and so the guy called and apologized to me. He called back and apologized. So he said, you should be getting someone picking your stuff. I said, they've already done it. So, but at any rate, it shouldn't take all of that for people to call you 2 or 3 times to remind you of some junk that needs to be picked up. What are you going to do? Leave all the junk on the curb and the city of Memphis keeps looking ugly? What are you going to do? 901-452-3094. In other news, a man chokes a cashier for what? Can you imagine a man coming into the store a grocery store or a shopping mall or a convenience store, and all of a sudden the cashier is doing her job or whatever, and then a man reaches over and starts choking her or him. I mean, what do you do in a situation like that? Josh, what's going on with the store? Why did the guy do what he did?
So this man was very upset. You know, when you go to the checkout counter, you buy your stuff. You may get some chips and a drink or whatever, or some canned goods. So this man, he bought several bags of chips, and he said he didn't want those chips smashed. He said, "Look, I love my chips, okay, and I don't want them smashed." So allegedly, according to the news, local news there, a man who didn't want several bags of chips smashed by canned goods allegedly choked a cashier for doing just that, the police say in Pennsylvania. So check it out. According to the York Dispatch, Bradley Bauer, 55 years old, is charged with simple assault for the alleged attack which happened the night before the Super Bowl.
Well, I guess for the Super Bowl, he wanted his chips to look pretty. So he didn't want them smashed by, putting canned goods in the bag with chips.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I can understand that, but the part I don't understand, I mean, the question is it worth choking someone? Is that appropriate? Choking someone just because, I wouldn't want anybody to put canned goods in a bag and set them on my chips either. But, I mean, come on, folks. I mean, is there another way that we could do this, or did he get his point across?
I think his point definitely got across.
Well, if he did, but with that person, what about the next cashier?
There's more to the story before you go into
it. Okay.
So, all right, Bauer and his wife were checking out of a Giant food store. Just named the store.
Yeah, I remember the Giant food.
Yeah. When he noticed the cashier, Neil Lurch Jr., so this is a man, was throwing his groceries around. So the cashier was throwing his groceries around. Bauer asked the cashier not to smash the several bags of chips he was purchasing. Bauer told the police the cashier put canned goods in the same bag as his chips. After paying for his groceries, Bauer asked the cashier if he had a problem. Check this out. He asked the cashier, "You got a problem?" And police say the cashier responded by asking, "Do you have a problem?"
Oh, my.
So the cashier was something else, too. That's when Bauer allegedly grabbed the cashier and put his hands around his throat.
Now, did the cashier put the canned goods in the bag with the chips?
Oh, he did. I already said that.
And so he did, on top of that, he wanted to respond smart about it.
Yeah.
Which he didn't. I mean, I don't know. Wouldn't it have been more appropriate for the cashier to say, "Oh, sir, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put that there, and let me get something else," or whatever. I don't know. But
the fact that the customer's clearly not happy with whatever you did, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you all this question: is it up to the cashier to make the customer happy, or is it up to the cashier to just bag your stuff?
Well, it's both.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm asking.
Both. I think that's my opinion.
Because it sounds like to me the cashier kind of instigated it. Now that I'm reading it, because the guy said he was throwing his groceries around,
but still, was that appropriate for anybody to reach across and just grab someone and just choke them? And the guy is breathing and crying out for breath. And his eyes have gotten big and ears are poking out and turning all red and whatever.
I don't know if all that happened.
But what I'm saying,
they did say he had some red marks on his neck.
Yeah, I mean, that's serious.
Yeah. So he choked him pretty solid.
He had his hands on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not in a good way either. 901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. Terry says black people always fight when they can't get their way. They can't even buy groceries without trying to kill each other. Come on, man. Come on, Terry.
Come on, Terry.
Oh, my goodness.
It sounded like black conservative.
Was this a black person?
They weren't even black. Oh, now the guy that did, I don't know if the cashier was black or not, but the person doing the choking was an older white gentleman, with a beard. So yeah, there you have it. Now they say also, according to the security footage, the cashier was also pushed against the cash register during the incident. Yeah, so I don't know if that makes it worse than that. But, well, Terry said, "No, my fault." Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the cashier was black or whatever. You know, but we do know that the guy that did the choking was white. The choker. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rhymes with the choker. Yes. And the chokey was the cashier. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. 901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. And quickly, in other news, a woman stole an electric shopping cart from Walmart to get to Waffle House, to go to Waffle House to buy some coffee. Do what? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Why did the woman steal a wheelchair from Walmart to drive over to Waffle House to get some coffee? Maybe Waffle House was in the vicinity there, or in the same mall or strip mall or whatever that Walmart was. I mean, that happens. You know, Waffle House usually, a little place. Yeah. That's in those areas, but okay. Oh, was it down the street about a mile? She stole the electric wheelchair to get to Waffle House to get some coffee. Coffee sounds good, right? I don't understand that. What's up with that? So, all right, so this is actually in Tennessee, which I may not surprise people. Yeah, we're going to get to this real quick, and then we're going to open the phone line, go to the phone lines. And thanks for holding on. 901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. If lines are busy, keep calling. Go ahead, Judge. All right, so this is at Crossville, Tennessee. A woman in Tennessee is accused of leading police on a slow-speed chase. So they had to chase her, actually. After stealing an electric scooter from Walmart. So she wouldn't stop. Yeah. So after she was trying to outrun the police car. Stealing with an electric wheelchair. Yes. Yeah, here we go. From Walmart to get coffee at a Waffle House down the street. So the Waffle House was down the street. According to the local news in that area, investigators got a call about a woman driving an electric scooter in the slow lane on the highway in Crossville, Tennessee. Well, what was she supposed to be, in the fast lane? But she was too slow for the slow lane. But on the highway in Crossville, around 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, gosh. On Friday. This past Friday. So, officials with the Cumberland County Sheriff's Department said Sally Selby, 45 years old, told police she built the cart and someone ripped the lights on it, ripped off the lights. She said she was driving the car from Walmart to Waffle House to get a cup of coffee, according to the police. Surveillance footage shows Walmart showed Selby entering the store while shopping, riding the scooter. Officer said she drove the scooter straight out the door. Oh, God. Around the parking lot and straight onto the highway. Onto the highway. And the police charged her with theft. Once they finally got her to pull over. What, stealing the wheelchair or stealing coffee? Well, she didn't get the coffee. She didn't get her coffee. Too bad. She said she built the cart, though. How did she build the cart? I think it's possible because she took it from Walmart. But very interesting. Anyway, very, very interesting. Lastly, we're going to get to the phone line. Arizona man accused of walking naked into a church service. You know, certain church services, people just don't walk in naked. You know, certain church services. I don't know, seriously. Yeah. There are certain church services, if you are there, certain people just don't say, hey, I'm not going to fool with that church there. There's too much power in that church. Now, other churches just playing around, and, the Holy Ghost.
But what I'm saying is that there's a church where people are playing around and they just in there, so, you know, and they're looking all sad and you know, looking like they're sucking on a sour lemon or something, and you know that all things are gonna be downhill from there. I mean, you know, people are walking someplace like that because there's no power there. I mean, you know, there's no spirit in there. You know, so, I mean, I don't know. But what do you think, folks? A man is accused of walking naked into a church service. I mean, you know, I wouldn't say here I've heard it all, but I have heard a lot of things. And this is just one thing that you can add to the terrible stuff that's going on in our society today. 901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. Let's go to the phone lines. And thanks for checking in on Facebook and your comments. And who do we have? All right, first is Unforgetful. Welcome to the show. Good morning on a Thursday.
Hey, good morning, Bob and Josh. How y'all doing today, man?
Doing great, sir. How are you today?
Oh, man, I'm doing wonderful, man. Like, you know, like I say, man, it's a beautiful thing when you wake up in the morning, man.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you, man. I'll never forget that. But check this out, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you say a man walking to church naked.
Yes.
Well, they say come and ask you up.
See that. See, I was thinking the same. See, Unforgetful. You were waiting on that one, weren't you? See, when I said that came to your mind. You said, I'm gonna let him know first. I'm gonna hit him with this. See, I am not surprised that you said that.
So, you know, it's a bad look, man. It's a bad look.
Yeah.
But that hoop down and all this stuff, man, I say all the time about people. Look, you can't play around with God, man. I'm telling you. Going in and try to do all this theatrical stuff, you know, that ain't good to me, Bob. So eventually he's going to come and hunt you, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's the way I feel about that. Now, the young lady dealing with the Walmart thing, you know, Bob, I don't know what's going on, but these people are crazy about these electric cars now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I walk with a limp. And I haven't jumped on one of them things in a long time. I remember a long time ago when I had a little situation with me, you know, stroke. And they were saying, you know, you can get better if you work at it. I truly believe when people ride these things and stand in wheelchair, that just make you stay there, Bob. That become your comfort zone because you're not using your mind, your muscles and stuff. You become dependent. And a lot of people are doing that today. I notice when I go in the grocery store, I see people fighting and running for these cots.
Really?
And they be, these strong brown people, man. Don't look like nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
But they run to these cots, man, and jump in them and, you know, ride around in the store.
I see people doing that, yeah.
I don't understand, you know, when you got people around here that ain't able to stand for a long period of time. And plus, Bob, is that Walmart, I'm not familiar with over there like it used to be. But is that 41A that you ride now?
41 what?
Hey, over there in Walmart. Is Walmart located over there on 41A in Clarksville?
Clarksville.
Yeah, down the street from Fort Campbell.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if anybody know, I would like to know if that Walmart, they built one over there on 41A. Because you were saying highway and slow lane. I can't see it now, you know, because, you know, that's a real blooming area when I was there. I can imagine what it looked like now. And about the other thing, dealing with this Wi-Fi telegraph that everybody do, personal Wi-Fi telegraph that everybody's doing right now, I think it's a good thing, you know, because they had it all in the past, you know, when news break, and, you know, they go to they kind of what a telegraph type thing, you know, look on it, something from the AP or something, and they break it all out. You know, it's been around, so anything that's going to help in emergency, I think it's a good thing. I know a lot of people like to play on it, but some people out there can't talk, Bob. Then you got some people that...
Well, I mean, you know, I agree with that. There's no problem with that. But, you know, for people that are, you know, that can talk and that can dial 911 on their regular phone, and then you know what they're gonna do. They're not gonna think about those that cannot talk and and all that kind of stuff. They're just gonna jump on there and just start texting and get above everybody else and drown the people that really need the service. Not going to be able to, and it's going to be difficult for them to get in line to get emergency services. So, yeah, I understand.
Well, I understand what you're talking about, too. You got it going on over there. I don't like it. Mm-hmm. People texting you, why don't you call, Mm-hmm. That's what I do want to hear your voice, and everything.
Careful, you jumping on people this morning, ain't you?
I'm just saying, Bob, they abuse the technology that way, when they're able to just dial the 7 numbers, And the cashier, Bob, you stay in line so long, man. I can understand the man,
choking. I'm forgetful. You understand the man for choking the guy?
Yeah, you in line, Bob. Look here, it's almost winter, fall, summer, before you even get up there. And then when the young lady, she ain't saying nothing. Other young man ain't saying nothing. What's up, man? Throwing your stuff all around. And you got chips, man. That's important. That's what people like today. Mashed up chips and stuff. So I can understand why he snapped like that. And then she gonna talk about, you got a problem? What about you? You have one? Keep your mouth shut and do your job. Bag stuff up, say good morning, how you doing, sir, ma'am, or whatever, be polite. And then people be polite to you. But you up here throwing stuff in, and they already stayed in line for an hour already. Got people behind them saying, what in the world is going on here?
I don't know.
Bob.
Yeah. But, choking someone, I mean, God, come on. What if you were a cashier and you just didn't think you were doing anything wrong? And you might be a young cashier, and then, somebody reaches up and starts choking you, man.
Bob, get with the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm a cashier, and here it is, a manager outside smoking a cigarette, and your other cashier over there putting up a loaf of bread and stuff, and you got about 75, 100 people in line. Man, I'll stop and say, well, hey, y'all need to come in here, help these people. Man, I'll be hollering everything, man. Y'all need to come over here. Open up cash register to 3 and 3 and 4 and 5.
Now, I will agree with you on that. I will agree with you on that. Sometimes there are some lines that, they'll have 30 people, and then they'll have them in 2 lines, and then they've got 6 other lines there, and people standing around or out there maybe stocking or whatever, doing something else. But yet, instead of calling someone else up to get the people through, that's not good customer service,
And not only that, look at these companies out here all over the country. Man, I done seen about 40 or 50 people come into y'all stores, and when they see their line, they turn around. They go back out the door.
Well,
you're losing so much business. Y'all need to get a grip on these problems, man.
I forget, can I read something to you?
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Bob.
Terry says, oh, Lord, yeah. You gonna read it? Terry says, tell Unforgetful that some people have to work and can't play on the phone all day because they don't have a job and smoke crack. She says, that guy sounds terrible when he speaks. He sounds like he is drunk.
Well, Peter, let me tell you something, bro. Look,
it's a lady.
It's a lady?
Yes.
Okay, look at you, young lady. I done did my time. I done did my due. Can I have a break now? I'm not no 22-year-old or no 42-year-old, no 51-year-old.
Yeah,
I'm an old man now.
Well,
I did my due.
I'm forgetful.
I enjoy my fruits of my labor. I used to work and enjoy things back then when I was young. I wasn't like I was. I was like I'm not trying to do a cop-out of my medical issues. But like I say, you need to just shut up and go somewhere because you don't know me.
Yeah.
Female.
Oh, wow. But I'm not trying to start anything.
No, I was just responding to to the text or whatever you need.
But people have their opportunity to say what they want to say, and within reason. And she's not cursing or being negative about it on our show.
I'm not even doing it.
And you're not doing it either. But maybe I shouldn't have passed this along. I don't know.
Maybe I should go with the proper dialect and a white man talk. Instead of some say that the the female how I feel and the black dialect.
Well, somebody said, hey, that guy thinks he's smart. He is a loud hood rat. But, I'm forgetful. I apologize for people talking that.
Oh, I love that.
They have, I don't.
I just hope they don't get that mindset like the Nipsey Russell dude up in California come looking for me and blow me away.
Nipsey Hussle. Yeah. Not Nipsey Russell now. Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, that's two different people. Okay, hey, we got other people hanging on, and we'll talk to you later. Unforgetful. We appreciate everything, and man, your comments and everything that you made. Made some sense, man.
I want to know one thing before you hang up, Bob.
Yes, sir.
If it's possible, is Jet going to be there tomorrow?
Jet, yes, yeah.
Okay, Jet, I'm be waiting for you, bro.
Okay, so we'll be in the building. Brother Jet in the Early Fun Fam tomorrow, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Very good show.
Okay, thank you, Bobby. Yeah.
Okay, man. Have a good day. Bye-bye. All right, let's go back to the phone lines or take a break. Let's take a break now, and the producer says we need to take a break. It is now 6:53. Is that what it says? 6:53. 53 minutes, yes, past the hour of 6 o'clock Central Time. And a very pleasant good morning to you on a Thursday morning. Yes, a lovely, wonderful Thursday morning. Started your day off, 68 degrees, under fair skies. Yes. And, hey, we'll be back after this. You're listening to Talkback Live with Bob and Josh, AM 1600. We'll be back after this.
In life, we all want to be treated with dignity and respect. At E.H. Ford Mortuary Services, located 3390 Elvis Presley Boulevard, we believe the same thing should hold true when it comes to death. Telephone number is 345-9558. For more than 30 years, Ed Ford has offered the personal touch when it comes to the passing of the special people in your life. As a licensed funeral director, embalmer, and death counselor, Ed Ford will be involved in every phase of the bereavement process when it comes to your loved one. In other words, he won't just sit behind a desk and collect your money like other funeral directors. His main purpose is to personally prepare you for whatever memorial service you desire. His services and prices are the very best in Memphis and the surrounding area. At E.H. Ford Mortuary Services, it's not about the money, it's about a lasting memory. Ed Ford, his wife Myrna, and the courteous staff will be there when you really need them. That's E.H. Ford Mortuary Services, located 3390 Elvis Presley Boulevard. The telephone number again, 345-9558. Not associated with any other funeral home with the same last name. That's E.H. Ford Mortuary Services.
For the best soul food in the Mid-South is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991.
Shop and save. 14.99 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
Before the marriage and the carriage, you must repair that credit. That's right, text Curry to 76626. Kenneth the Credit Guy is a credit specialist who specializes in getting your credit in order. You want that dream house? Contact Kenneth. You want your life back? Contact Kenneth. That's right, text Curry to 76626, or you can call Kenneth Curry at 870-514-8138. That's right, take back your life by contacting the Credit Guy.
CJ Used Appliances, located at 3530 Jackson Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances has the best prices in town. Sales and service, heating and air. Also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwave stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And welcome to the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. That's CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranty. You can call them at 901-487-7882. Again, 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances.
Nappy hair is happy hair. Yo, I'm calling all nail techs, stylists, barbers, braiders, locticians. If you're looking for a professional, upscale place to grow your business and make a profit, you need to hit up Miss Veronica at 826-6885. That's right, 901-826-6885. That's at 5720 Stage Road, Suite A in Bartlett, Tennessee. Now, she got boost specials going on for the first 2 months. You want to grow your business? You want to get out your mama house? Then you need to holler at Miss Veronica, 901-826-6885. Nappy hair is happy hair, located at 5720 Stage Road.
Hey, let's do the get about the line.
Yeah.
How many? 2? 1. Okay. Let's go to there and we'll do the wonderful here now.
Cool.
Okay.
And welcome back to the show, Talkback Live with Bob and Josh. And it is now 6:59, 59 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock Central Time. And a very pleasant good morning to you on a Thursday morning. Yes, a lovely, wonderful, blessed Thursday morning. And again, starting your day off, it started off at 68 degrees. Temperatures are rising. That's what they say. Somewhere near 80, 82 degrees today. Chance of showers later on this evening. We'll do another check of traffic, another check of weather coming up in just a couple of minutes. 901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. And if lines are busy, keep calling. Let's go back to the phone lines. And who do we have? Well, right now, we have James on the line. James, welcome to the show. Good morning on a Thursday.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm all right, man.
Good.
The dude who went to church naked, right?
Yes, sir.
When there used to be a guy, he dead now. He used to be on TV. He used to encourage people to come there any kind of way, you know. He said, just if you're in the bed sheets, just come on up here in the sheets.
Yeah. But, I mean, James, I mean, if you have a bed sheet, man, and if you're at home and you have clothes, why should you have to just wrap up in the bed sheet? I understand what you say, but who said that? I mean, you know.
What's his name? He died. Man, what is that man's name? Salton? Was it Salton?
Oh, yeah, I remember that name. I remember people saying that name around.
Was he the same guy that was talking about get the dope out your brain?
Yeah, him.
And hope in your veins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You won't get nowhere smoking the pipe. Yeah, that old commercial.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember one time he was doing a sermon and he said, because I thought it was funny. He said, if you in your bed sheet, He said, "Come on here." He said, "Daisy Duke." He said, "Daisy Duke's in a T-shirt. Even if you're in your bed sheet, just you come up here in the bed sheet."
Well, I don't think he was serious. I think it's this thing is figures.
Yeah, speech. In other words, just
whatever you got to do to get it.
But I'm, James, I don't. If you're at home and you pretty sure you may have something to put on if you in your bed sheet or whatever the situation is. But I think they need to just put on something. But don't just come walking into church with nothing. And now here's another situation. If a person is on the streets and they don't, I don't know what the situation is, but sometimes people may walk into a church and they may need deliverance, and and people can pray for them, and people can be set free that way. But it's maybe something the church can do, or maybe something they can have available if a person really wants help, or if a person just walks off the street and try to make a mockery of the church and the assembly and the people there and just walk in out of disrespect. That's another story.
So check it out. And I found a little bit more about the situation. So they had surveillance video of the guy walking in there. Exposed himself to about 50 church members, including children, at the service, which is pretty unfortunate. Yeah. So he was escorted by the church. From the church, by the people there. But he drove away before police arrived. So he's got a car, but he ain't got no clothes. So he drove down there butt naked and just walked up in there and said, "Here I is."
So wait a minute.
Here I is.
Wait a minute. He's got a car but no clothes. Yeah. I don't know about that, James.
And he drove away. Yeah.
You do have perverts out there, so they get off with flashing people.
Yeah.
And if he did that in front of kids, man, they need to get him off the streets.
Yeah. Well, James, do you remember the time when they used to say, they call it the streak?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember those people used to just walk naked? Down the street. They'd run down the street and walking down the street back in the day.
That used to be a thing.
That used to be a problem, man.
I never did get that. What's the point in walk around naked, for what?
I don't know, man. Some people got a high off of that, I guess, James. Just get their name in the news in that story.
Yeah,
did you see the story with Candace Owens and the Congress hearing or whatever?
Now, I've heard about it, and James, let the people know who Candace Owens is, because I know some people may not know.
She actually hated Trump. While he was running, she was a Democrat. Now she changed, and it's a money thing.
Yeah,
I can't hate on her for that. You know what I'm saying? She's getting paid by so-called defending him now. But they had a white nationalist hearing, and the Republicans invited her, right? And I was talking about her head, man. She had a nappy head in the congressional hearing.
Well, nappy hair is nappy hair,
Yeah, but she could have put some of that brown grease and combed her hair out. And you guys got an advertiser. What's the guy who be saying nappy head is a happy head?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Well, what did he say? What's up, Miss Veronica?
Yeah.
She need to go see Miss Veronica.
She can get you on point, yeah.
Yeah, because she had a nappy rug, man.
Oh, James?
I think it was deliberate. I think she was trying to entice people to make fun of her so she could play victim.
Oh.
I think it was staged, because I've seen her hair before. She's combed it on other shows, but why would anybody go to a congressional hearing with a nappy head?
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to tell you, though. Yeah. Honestly, what's funny, this one video's got 1 million views on this thing. What at the hearing, 1 million views. It was just put up yesterday. And they said the Democrats were scared of her because of her amazing response. So clearly it's a Republican YouTube page here.
All the guy did was play when she was praising Hitler. He never said anything. He just played her praising Hitler, and she went on a rant against him. And she called black people stupid. Now, I don't get that one. And then now she's playing victim. You know the game.
Mm-hmm. Now, she calls black people stupid.
Yeah, and she said they're doing her right. The dude is like Asian.
Okay, well, yeah, he's Asian. But what color is she?
Black.
Okay.
Well, she did. She called black people stupid. I said, man. But, you know, that's why the Republicans brought her up there.
Yeah.
You know the game. But I just wish that she would have combed that nappy head, man, because that thing, it looked bad, man. It was sort of matted.
Oh, God, that don't sound good, King. Oh, man, come on, man. You know. I mean, it wasn't necessarily nappy, you know what I mean, but it was kind of all over the place. It was matted, yeah.
Like it was slept on, you know, and when no grease, you know, that brown grease.
What you talking about? Stay soft, bro?
No.
He ain't talking about
some weed grease out there. I think it's real cheap, like $2. You get almost a gallon of stuff.
Really? A gallon? What? Oh my goodness!
It's real inexpensive.
How cheap is that stuff? I mean,
some grease, man.
Oh wow! You sure you're talking about Crisco? You know. But look, anyway, hold on. I got her comments here. It's about a minute, I think, but some of it. But check it out. This is her. Check it out. Listen to this. Responding, because it kind of made it. You know, it seemed like she's a Hitler supporter. Maybe James, she was speaking under pressure.
That killer in New Zealand, he cited her in his manifesto as inspiration.
Yeah, he did. Oh, but she doesn't want to take responsibility for it. But check this out. Y'all listen to this.
As I said, he is assuming that black people will not go pursue the full 2-hour clip. And he purposefully he cut off, and you didn't hear the question that was asked of me. He's trying to present as if I was launching a defense of Hitler in Germany, when in fact, the question that was asked of me was pertaining to whether or not I believed that whether or not I believed in nationalism, and that nationalism was bad. And what I responded to was that I do not believe that we should be characterizing Hitler as a nationalist. He was a homicidal, psychopathic maniac that killed his own people. A nationalist would not kill their own people. That is exactly what I was referring to in the clip, and he purposely wanted to give you a cut-up similar to what they do to Donald Trump to create a different narrative. That was unbelievably dishonest, and he did not allow me to respond to it, which is worrisome and should tell you a lot about where people are today in terms of trying to drum up narratives. By the way, I would like to also add that I work for Prager University, which is run by an Orthodox Jew. Not a single Democrat showed up to the embassy opening in Jerusalem. I sat on a plane for 18 hours to make sure that I was there. I'm deeply offended by the insinuation of revealing that clip without the question that was asked of me.
Well, there is the, according to James, the nappy Candace Owens there. Yeah. That was before Congress, so. Yeah. I mean, but James, are you thinking that she should have parted her hair and greased down the parts, you know, on the scalp and all that? That would have maybe done some good. I don't know, James. She was under pressure.
I just think it was deliberate. You know, you got to understand politics. You know, there's a lot of things they do on purpose.
Yeah. And
I think she went up there with a nappy head, hoping that, you know, the so-called liberals or whatever would make fun of her. And I noticed it didn't catch on. So I mean, nobody really said anything about it.
Yeah, there you have it. They're probably scared too, man.
Yeah.
So can we?
I know she do with that dude in New Zealand. You know, people play with that, but you know, she said a lot about. She does praise Hitler a lot, but she's saying she don't. But you need to listen. And who's gonna listen to 2 hours? Well, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, James. And anything else?
Nah, man. Nah. I was gonna say something about Penny Hardaway, but nah.
You know what? You go ahead. Let me throw something out there on that real quick and get your thoughts. Now, I don't know if people know this, and all that we talked about it here, but it came out the other day that Antoine Jones is transferring. Now, that is the guard that showed a lot of promise this year. He was a freshman, 6'5", 6'6". And the weird thing about it, was there somebody else that Victor Eno, who everybody expected to transfer? Okay. Now, that wasn't a surprise. Okay. But Antoine Jones is expected to be probably the starting 2 guard, if not the starting point guard, heading into next season. Yeah, everybody expected him to stay, though. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And the fact that this offseason, He's working with Penny's trainer. There's all sorts of videos he's been putting up talking about can't wait for next year with the Tigers. Can't wait. Can't wait. He's running in sand pits. He's lifting weights at the Tigers facility, working out with Raheem Shabazz, who's been on the show, Penny Hardaway's personal trainer. And my point of saying all this is he's transferring. This seems like a kind of out of nowhere deal. Something must have upset him. I don't know. But I guess it is what it is. What do you think, James?
Look, man, I think that team should have made the tournament, man. When you go back and look at everything now that it's all over with, they had Texas Tech. They were up, I think, by 23. And I went back and sort of looked at the highlights of that game. And Penny, you know, he had took him a long time to figure out his lineup and make his adjustments. And a couple of those games got away from him. And they didn't make the tournament. But I think that was, if Tubby would have stayed, I'm not saying that they would have had this recruiting class, but if Tubby would have stayed, I think they would have made the tournament.
Really?
You know, and I don't think they would have had none of those guys that they did. You know, he is a good recruiter. Guys are going to come to play for Memphis because of him. But I just want to know what people are going to say if he don't win next year.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. See, it's tough to say, man. I know Tubby had brought a lot of those guys in. I think there was a comfortability as far as that's concerned. But, you know, I don't think the guys did bad this year. You know, there were several games, like you said, that they should have won. But, look, to me, that comes with first year deal. I'll just put it to that. Now, next year, I saw a preseason ranking by, I think the guy from Fox Sports, and he put out there as Memphis as the 7th best team in the country already in the way too early preseason poll. I'm going to tell you something. If that ever comes out anywhere close to that, and just putting that out there now, I feel like that's almost setting up Penny for failure in a certain extent.
I 100% agree with you, John.
Well,
that is
you can't, because you know the expectations are going to be nuts. Yeah.
I heard somebody say they don't start out 10-0.
Well, I mean, you know, if not with that schedule, and the thing about it, the thing about it is they're playing everybody. Yeah. If Penny doesn't get it done, you know, you always have Mike Miller sitting in the wing. Well, see, there you go. Start. You started. I'm just saying, you know, why do you think they put him on the team without Hardaway's approval? They just said, hey, you're gonna deal with Mike Miller whether you want to or not.
Some guy told me, you know, a lot of people, you know, Penny, he goes to that club, Love or L-I-V-E, Live, right there on Winchester.
Yeah.
He goes there a lot. And so a lot of people know him.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know him. I see him and stuff. I don't know him personally. But you talk to his friends, they say him and Mike Miller are best friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before this, you know, before he got, they say he wanted him on the coaching staff, but they have always been best friends.
Well, we'll see when you know, if they start to try to move Penny out, and you know how Mike Miller handles it. We'll see how best friends they are. Well, look, I mean, but money, you know, makes people. Let me throw some facts out there. Yes. To what you're saying. So, all right, now one of the things that's going on that I think is no question that's happening is some of the media is hyping Mike Miller up way more than what he, I think, deserves, to be honest with you. Here's the thing. Mike Miller was brought in because of a lot of his connections with certain recruits. One guy named Matthew Hurt, who's a shooter, is a 5-star guy that is just now coming on the radar with Memphis. He was not even, you know, Memphis was not one of the teams he was seriously considering until recently. But he still is not responsible for one commitment yet. And, you know, he's done a good job as an assistant coach. I won't knock that. But to even say that he's a head coaching candidate is ridiculous. He hadn't coached but a year as an assistant. So, I mean, you look at Penny Hardaway, he hadn't coached college at all. But he's coached more than coach. He's coached more than Mike Miller. Yeah, well, true. But didn't Mike come from, where did Mike come from? Mike came from his couch. Okay.
Mike was with Florida and Grizzlies, right?
Yeah.
And retirement. And he played for, 17 years?
Mm-hmm.
Which, whew.
Yeah.
Anyhow, they say him and Penny were my best friends, so Penny got him on there because they're buddies.
Okay.
I personally don't think he brings anything to the table.
Okay.
You know, but I hope they win, next year. And they are, talking about they're going to go 10-0 and 7th ranked, all coming out the gate. I haven't seen that schedule, but.
Now, that schedule's nuts. They're playing everybody. So, and they're trying to add some more. So it ain't going to be easy. Hey, James, as always, we appreciate your comments. Yeah. Okay. All right. 901-452-3094. Let's quickly go back to the phone lines. And who do we have? Arnaz, welcome to the show. Good morning on a Thursday.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Week almost over with.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, man. Well, I heard y'all talk about that Candace Owens, that congressional hearing, and I'm like, honestly, what was the point? What honestly was the point of that? I mean, she's not an elected official. She's not running for office or anything, at least not that we know of. But even if she did, I highly doubt anybody with common sense will vote for her. It's living proof that you can be black and still be perceived and still be labeled as a white supremacist. Because, I mean, she pretty much checks all the boxes with the exception of the fact that she's white, that she's not white.
That's what I'm saying. So, I got to ask you this, man, because I know you follow everything like that.
Yeah.
Why did they even have her down there? Now, I guess they were saying she's a Hitler supporter or sympathizer, but I didn't even understand the whole purpose of the meeting. Like, was it supposed to put her in jail or something? What was going on?
I mean, no, I think it's because I think they had those other two clowns, Diamond and Silk, do the same thing. It's mainly basically where they try to address white supremacy and white supremacist rhetoric online, which is more so her forte because that's pretty much all she does. I mean, her platform is online. Like, she doesn't have a book out or anything. She doesn't have a TV show. I mean, she's on TV shows, but she doesn't have one.
No, strictly online.
Yeah, she's strictly online, and that's where she spreads most of this, information and this hateful rhetoric online, talking about Hitler wanted to make Germany great and everything, and that's pretty much her platform, and they just pretty much wanted to address it. So she wasn't the only one. She won't be and she sure won't be the last one, because there are a lot of people out there that, mainly white people that, spread a lot of this, spreading a lot of hateful rhetoric in the last few years. And, with her having that, and it's funny, I can't pronounce her name, her first name at least, but her last name, Omar, the Congresswoman from Minnesota.
Yeah. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like she called Stephen Miller a white supremacist, which anybody with common sense knows that he is. I mean, even his own uncle even said so.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily. It's kind of like, elephant in the room. We know he's a white supremacist. We know he hates Latinos. We know that he's a powerful person in the Trump administration, and he's pretty much the architect of this whole border, patrol and border separation and everything. And she called him a white supremacist. And what do you think the GOP did when she basically said what everybody else says? They basically called her anti-Semitic because he's Jewish. And I'm like, but it doesn't. So you can't be Jewish and a white supremacist at the same time?
That's crazy. See, I didn't understand her point on that either. The whole thing was just stupid, to be perfectly honest with you. So, I mean, it's just one of the things.
And it's like, one thing I put it on Twitter, it's like, you notice how Republicans always hate the idea of Hollywood and A-listers and celebrities and everything, but, at the same time, when they get embraced by somebody from the Hollywood or A-list, they always, it's almost like they embrace them with open arms. Like, look at how they did Kanye when he first showed up to when he first came to the White House. You saw how they were acting and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first people that, that Kanye himself pointed out was Candace Owens.
Okay.
And, I mean, she was modeling all over there.
All
so,
right.
somebody like her, I mean, like, I'm a firm believer of, some black people you're just going to have to leave behind. Like, when push comes to shove, you're just going to have to leave them behind and forget about them. Candace Owens is definitely one of those people. She's not the only one, because you got Herman Cain, Sheriff Clark, Ben Carson, the list goes on.
Why Herman Cain? The pizza man. Why Herman Cain?
Why not? I mean, for one, the guy that absolutely has no idea half the time what he's talking about. I think he's tapped to be head of a chair that he has absolutely no. Was he supposed to be tapped to be head of? I don't know. It was something.
Hey, look, the 5 pizzas for $5.
Yeah. I mean, come on. A pizza man basically going to be in charge of government agents. In what world what's this that make?
Well, we got Trump as president, so at this point, anything is possible.
At this point, anything is possible and nothing makes sense.
Okay, I tell you, man. All right, Ernest, we appreciate the call. Thanks, sir. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Okay, 901-452-3094. Quickly, let's go back to the phone lines. Who do we have? Carl, welcome to the show. Good morning on a Thursday.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Fine. You forget Mike Miller is a 2-time NBA champion.
Who cares?
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Let's not forget, the University of Las Vegas Running Rebels are looking for a coach.
Yes.
And Mike Miller has connections out there in Las Vegas, too.
And I hear that his name, is tossed around. I'm going to tell you who tossed the doggone name around. It's the other station down the guys tossing the name around. Nobody else. Nobody.
And what they want Mike Miller to coach?
What you talking about? UNLV?
Yeah, where else do they want him to coach at?
Memphis. And Florida and wherever else they could stick him in, it seems like.
The University of Memphis?
Yeah.
Well, come on, man.
Well, I think there are people. Don't give me look. I think Memphis is crazy. I think there are people that want Mike Miller to be the head coach at Memphis. That's just me. That's just my thoughts. Yeah.
My opinion is, since I've been in Memphis, it seems like they always want the white man to coach the black guy.
And look, come on, Carl. What age are you living in?
Since 1983, since 2019, since I've been in our fair city. I've seen how these people work, and I'm appalled at how they work. But I want your opinion on something, Bob and Josh, because you two have common sense.
Yeah, we do. I'm trying, Carl.
The Memphis Grizzlies the Yogi Bears was on national television one time last year.
Yeah.
The Yogi Bears only won 33 games this year.
Mm-hmm.
They need to clean house everywhere and start over. They also need to be important to the NBA to put them on television and make Memphis relevant, important to the NBA.
Yeah.
I recommend we do two things, just for the heck of it.
Okay.
Let's hire the assistant coach for the San Antonio Spurs, Miss Becky Hammond, to be the first NBA coach, female, in the NBA. And let's call Magic to be our new GM.
Okay, so Carl, I gotta say this.
Talk to me.
This is what you want, and Bob, this is what Carl wants. He wants Becky Hammond, who just got from, and there's no disrespect to her, she was a great WNBA player, Hall of Famer. She led them to a summer league championship. Just all sorts of accolades, right? And she just she just came from the second row of coaches, finally to the front row of seats, because as coaches, the lesser coaches sit behind the bench and you finally move up. So she's up on the main row of coaches. I understand that. But there is no way in the world I would want her to be the head coach of the Grizzlies. One, it has nothing to do with her being a woman for y'all trip. It's got nothing to do with that. I'm sick of Memphis being the land of experiments. Let's try this out. Let's stick a dog. You know what I'm saying? He's been coaching a little bit. Let's put him out there, see if he can coach the team. J.D. Bickerstaff is assistant under Fizdale. Let's stick him in there. No. Get him out of there. Get a coach. Give me a coach with a name. We even tried Fizdale. And Fizdale was cool, right? But I think he's overrated too because he ain't doing nothing in New York. We'll see next year. But all that being said, give me a coach with a name, man. I'm sick of all these little experiments. Magic Johnson, please. He doesn't know.
Well, you're talking about the experiment and the coaches that the Grizzlies hire. The Grizzlies are only doing that because the people in Memphis allows it. If they stop coming to the game, stop taking their money out of their pockets and putting it into these games and filling this arena, then the Memphis Grizzlies are going to continue to play games with the people. These people need to speak up with their pocketbook. And hey, so don't you cut me off. I'm on a roll right now. But at any rate, but see, the thing about it is these people in the community need to speak up rather than accepting the status quo. And until the people step up and stop spending their money, if they're not satisfied, then the Grizzlies are going to continue to treat Memphis like a fourth-class city, and that they can do anything that they want to do here and get away with it. And then when they decide that they're ready to leave town, then they're going to throw their thumbs up at us and bend over and say, it's been nice knowing you. No, not bend over. And all that kind of stuff. But the Memphis Grizzlies right now can care less about Memphis. They can care less about the people. They don't care about it. And that's why they're not trying to spend the money to bring somebody in here that's worth being in here. Or you're talking about, what, a brand name person or somebody? And, and if they did, then would that be a benefit to the Memphis Grizzlies?
Here's the thing they need to do. So what you're saying, if you clean house in the front office, I think people will be more willing to work here. Now, right now, you don't want to, coaches look at Memphis as a toxic pit. The few players you had are gone that had any name recognition. Let me tell you something before you get off, Carl, because I read something this morning, and it was an incredible article in The Athletic. The guy that's worked for another station, he wrote up a great article. I got to give him credit on Mike Conley. And Conley opened up like he has never opened up before. I recommend people to check it out. Mike Conley, you may have already seen it. So
I've seen it.
Mike Conley has essentially said he is fed up with being Mr. Nice Guy. And I don't blame him. Look, Conley said, I've been here when they tried to trade me. I've been here when they got rid of Zach and Tony when I didn't want them to. And I didn't say anything. I've been the team guy. This is literally a quote from Mike Conley. He said, I stayed and didn't say anything when they traded my best friend, Mark Gasol. I didn't complain.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but for real.
But anyway, go ahead.
For real. Yeah, so his best friend, Mark Gasol. He said, I didn't complain when they gave me the trade rumors, even though it hurt my feelings when they did it. He said, so really, I have learned through all this time, I don't owe anybody else any loyalty but me. He said, I've spent all these years with this franchise. He's frustrated with the front office and their ineptness. He even said he sat in the driveway of his house after, if you remember the trade that went down, this is when the Grizzlies were actually winning this year. And they made the stupid mistake with Marshawn and Dylan Brooks. Mm-hmm. That destroyed the locker room.
Okay, what mistake did they make with them?
Now, you remember they traded the wrong Brooks brother. And the Phoenix thought they were getting one when they said, no, you're getting the other Brooks. If you remember that.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and it was infamously idiotic by the front office. Mike Conley said that destroyed the team's chemistry. They didn't even trust and know that the front office knew what they were doing anymore. Mike Conley said he sat in his car in his driveway after that happened. And literally, and this is important, he literally vented and called J.B. Bickerstaff and vented all of his feelings because he was sick and tired of how this team is run. He's put up with it for years, and he's ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
He's ready to get out of here.
And Bob and Josh,
yes,
you may recall when they did that fiasco trade, the Grizzlies was in third place in the West.
Exactly.
They went and lost like 9 out of 10 games in a row because the chemistry was destroyed. And they just went kaput. Mike Conley is right.
Exactly.
But all I'm saying, Bob and Josh, is since Memphis going through a bad situation, let's try to get relevant. How Magic Johnson be GM?
Magic Johnson is not Magic anymore. He needs to go and take care of his business and all the other stuff he needs to get straight with.
Go to the house.
Straight with.
Oh, see, now you're going into something else.
Yeah.
Football.
Yes, come on.
A female head coach. We'll be the first city to hire one in the NBA.
It doesn't matter, Carl, about being the first to hire a female coach. Who's competing here? Who's trying to race to do what? Look, it doesn't matter. You're looking for someone that's going to be competitive, someone that's going to be a good ball coach that's going to come in here and turn things around, and then that really can, deal with the city and the fans here in Memphis, and not just continue the way that the Grizzlies are going and taking the city for granted. And that's what the Grizzlies are doing right now, and they're just loving it. And hey, whatever the situation is and however you think about it, Carl, you know one thing I have to say to you,
what's that, Bob?
Take that for data.
Bob, thank you, sir.
Oh, man.
It's time for me to go get my breakfast.
Yes.
Thank you, Josh, for listening to me and allowing me to voice my opinion.
Yes.
First of all, go watch The Lone Ranger, okay?
Oh, I'm going to turn the wheel.
What are you eating? What are you eating for breakfast? Gravy train or Alpo?
No, that's good deep now.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I'll see The Long Range tomorrow. Right now, I'm probably going to go find me a sausage and biscuit sandwich at one of our local fast food restaurants. I don't know which one yet.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to go to the other side of town because I'm not on the other side of town to go by Shop and Save.
There you go. Well, at least you got the name right.
You need to go by Shop and Save. Yes, Carl. Thanks, Carl, for the call.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right, 901-452-3094. Let's take another commercial break right here.
Yes, sir.
And when we come back, we'll continue our phone conversations with you and your comments on Facebook. And our topics, texting 911 emergency. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Garbage pickup, is it getting better or worse in the city of Memphis? The mayor is saying, hey, he's going to make things a little better as far as picking up your trash and your tree limbs.
Now, real quick,
let's see how that happens.
Before you read the rest of those, there's another new bit of news I saw in regards to the AAF.
They're coming back?
Well, y'all going to have to find out after the break.
We're going to find out after the break, folks. It is the AAF, the Alliance American Football League. Is it on a return?
There's some new news about it.
And we'll reveal that news when we come back after the break. You're listening to Talkback Live with Bob
and Josh.
It is now 7:34, 34 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Thursday morning.
For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. $14.99 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yam, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. $14.99 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
soul food in the Mid-South.
And I think a lot of that.
For the marriage and the carriage, you must repair that credit. That's right, text Curry to 76626. Kenneth the Credit Guy is a credit specialist who specializes in getting your credit in order. You want that dream house? Contact Kenneth. You want your life back? Contact Kenneth. That's right, text Curry to 76626, or you can call Kenneth Curry at 870-514-8138. That's right, take back your life by contacting the Credit Guy.
CJ Used Appliances, located at 3530 Jackson Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances has the best prices in town. Sales and service, heating and air. Also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwave stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And folks will tell you they're the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. That's CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranty. You can call them at 901-487-7882. Again, 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances.
Are you tired of going to the doctor with the same issue over and over again and never getting any relief? Are you tired of buying all types of vitamins and supplements, hoping but not knowing for sure that they will keep you healthy? Or are you getting enough of the right kind of nutrients that your specific body needs? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you need a nutritional blood analysis. With a nutritional blood analysis, we can take one drop of blood from a prick of your finger and analyze your body's nutritional needs, nutritional deficiencies, and nutritional imbalances. This analysis can provide an early warning of possible future health challenges so you can make the changes now to avoid the negative outcome. A nutritional blood analysis can be used to monitor a health challenge before and after adopting an approach to restore health and balance. It will also allow you the ability to determine the effectiveness of various approaches to restoring and balancing your health. So don't wait. Make your appointment at FocusOnHealthSolutions.com. Stop guessing with your health. Know what works for sure. At FocusOnHealthSolutions.com, 901-602-7063.
In life, we all want to be treated with dignity and respect. At E.H. Ford Mortuary Services, located 3390 Elvis Presley Boulevard, we believe the same thing should hold true when it comes to death. Telephone number is 345-9558. For more than 30 years, Ed Ford has offered the personal touch when it comes to the passing of the special people in your life. As a licensed funeral director, embalmer, and death counselor, Ed Ford will be involved in every phase of the bereavement process when it comes to your loved one. In other words, he won't just sit behind a desk and collect your money like other funeral directors. His main purpose is to personally prepare your loved one for whatever memorial service you desire. His services and prices are the very best in Memphis and the surrounding area. At E.H. Ford Mortuary Services, it's not about the money, it's about a lasting memory. Ed Ford, his wife Myrna, and the courteous staff will be there when you really need them. That's E.H. Ford Mortuary Services, located 3390 Elvis Presley Boulevard. The telephone number again, 345-9558. Not associated with any other funeral home with the same last name. That's E.H. Ford Mortuary Services.
Welcome back to the show, Talkback Live with Bob and John. It is now 7:40, 40 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Thursday morning. Yes, and starting your day off, 68 degrees, temperature rising, somewhere in the mid-70s to the low 80s today. Chance of showers, maybe thunder showers or storms. Moving through the area later on tonight and again on the weekend, and I tell you what, we're going to do a check of the weather forecast, and we want to thank Tim for listening out of Georgia this morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. And thanks for listening. And I tell you what, and all of you others that are listening too by Facebook and by radio, however way you're listening, internet, we want to appreciate you for listening as well. 901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. And we have a topic or something we talked about before the break that we were going to talk about, Josh. Yeah. But before we do that, let's take a weather break and let's join News Channel 3's meteorologist and weather expert, Austin Unek, and with an update forecast. And we'll be back after this to take your phone calls and your Facebook messages. Again, 901-452-3094.
Storm system crossing the country will be bringing in some clouds and some wind across the area today. We'll be looking for breezy winds out of the south at 15 to 25, gusting to 35 miles per hour. High temperatures today near 80 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Showers and thunderstorms for tonight. Early, mainly, mostly cloudy, lows in the mid-50s. Could be some strong weather in there. We'll keep you updated on that. Sunny, a little cooler for Friday. Temperatures near normal in the lower 70s. Showers and a few thunderstorms possible Friday night, mainly into Saturday morning, partly cloudy, lows in the lower 50s. Showers and thunderstorms for Saturday, some heavy rainfall possible. Saturday's highs in the upper 60s, lows Saturday night into Sunday in the upper 50s with a few more showers and thunderstorms. Possibility of a few early thunderstorms on Sunday, mostly cloudy, cool, highs in the lower 60s. Partly cloudy Sunday night as we wrap up the weekend, lows in the mid-40s, and back to sunshine on Monday with highs back around 70. That's a look at your latest WREG-TV News Channel 3 Severe Weather Center forecast. I'm meteorologist Austin Unek. Stay tuned for much more coming up with Bob and Josh on Talkback Live.
And thank you for that forecast, Austin. You can join Austin Unek on the weekends, basically on the weekends, from daybreak on Saturday morning until 10 in the afternoon, around 5 o'clock, and then again at 10 p.m. on Saturdays and on Sundays. And Austin has been doing the forecast with us for, wow, as long as we've been around, Josh, what, 8-9 years?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we want to appreciate and thank him very, very much for his professionalism and his knowledge and what he knows about the weather forecast and his expertise. All right, 901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. We were talking about before the break, Josh.
Yes,
some news.
Some news. And real quick, right before I get to that, and we had to call this what we're going to get to here. Last night was the final game of the regular season for most teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
It was the final game for the Memphis Grizzlies as well at FedEx.
Finally.
Trust me, a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
The season is now over. The Grizz finished on a high note. They blew out the Golden State Warriors at FedEx Forum. Surprisingly to a lot of people, even though Golden State didn't have much to play for.
Yeah.
The Grizz scored the season franchise record in points. And points and a half. They hit 83 points at halftime, the Grizzlies.
But that means nothing.
I understand.
That means nothing. The season is over. They're not going to the playoffs. They're not going to be around, so they're going home now. So what they did last night meant nothing.
I guess you could say that. Now, I mean, I will give a couple of congratulations.
Yeah.
Javon Carter, who finally got playing time, because a lot of the Grizzlies, half the team sat out. Anybody of note was sitting out last night. Javon Carter had 32 points. Who's a rookie. He's a rookie point guard. They drafted out of West Virginia. Yeah. He hit 7 threes, a career high, as well. DeLon Wright, I have to give him a shout out as well, had his third triple-double in 4 days. He's had 3 triple-doubles in 4 days. Another young guard.
Now they finally let those people play, and then they perform.
Yeah. So the young guards have been showing out over the last few games, so that's a good thing.
All right. Yeah, and 901-452-3094, yes.
And before we go to that,
yes, sir,
I want to get to the news that I was talking about.
Yes, sir.
And that is
the big news.
Yeah, I guess you could say. Alliance of American Football. The news about them, they're being sued Oh! They are being sued
by the fans?
By the players.
The players?
A couple of former AAF players are suing the league in a class action complaint in the wake of its shutdown last week. Acting individually and on behalf of other players, the Birmingham Irons punter Colton Schmidt and Orlando Apollos linebacker Reggie Northrup alleged they were misled and defrauded when the AAF control owner Tom Dundon halted operations and shut the league down after 8 weeks of play. Dundon and AAF CEO Charlie Ebersol are two individuals named in the suit. The complaint has been filed to the Superior Court of California and seeks damages for breach of contract, breach of good faith and fair dealing, failure to pay wages in violation of labor code, and fraud, among other things. So they got a law firm here, and the quote from the lawyer said, "We're proud of the players who decided to stand up for their rights." So check it out. All of the players in the AAF, or the majority of them, had contracts, 3-year contracts, and it didn't even last the season. And the contracts were for $250,000 for the entire contract, and it wasn't per year. So it's a 3-year, $250,000 contract. They didn't even get a year's worth of pay. So
they're trying to seek all of their money. You promised us 2 to 3 years, $250,000. You got to pay up, buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they have contracts to back it up.
So if you don't want to let us play, then you pay. If we're not going to play, you're going to pay.
That's it.
And hey, you're all of this rich attitude and like you can throw your money around and yourself around. Well, okay, you can go ahead and do it. Just throw it around to us because we're suing you. If we don't play, you're going to pay.
Exactly. And the players feel like they held up their end of the bargain.
Yeah.
They put their bodies on the line for this league in the prime of their life.
Yeah.
And then they got the rug snatched off from under.
Yeah. Good for them. I am happy for them. And hey, if they can get more, then I'm all for it. Take his money. I mean, he's a multi-billionaire, and so he wants to just throw his attitude, his money around. Good for them. I'm on the player side.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Terry says they should play the players.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, Terry, for your comments.
GKP says good.
Good, GKP.
That's right.
He already knows who it is. Yeah. GKP, you already know who it is. That's right. And that's as far as I'm going to take it, okay?
That's it.
All right. 901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. Let's go back to the phone lines. Who do we have?
We have Unforgetful.
Unforgetful, welcome to the show. Good morning on a Thursday.
Yeah, I called back, Bob, because I want to mention about the trash pickup. I think it's a good thing that you can call the number 311.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to call that number or not, but stand by. I think there's more details and information that's going to be coming out on that. I know it's a number now that you call 311 to pick up your trash, your tree limbs and all that other kind of stuff. Junk that you just don't want. You want to set it on the curb, furniture and all that.
Yeah, but it seems like what they're going to do now is that when they pick up twice a week, that they're going to every week they're going to come once a week and pick up that stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's a good thing, but I just hope we don't cut the people out that get all this metal and all this stuff that people, old stoves and refrigerators and stuff. Because people need to, hustle, man, and make their little money. Because it looks like the city trying to dip into that, man.
Okay, so wait. I'm forgetting. So you saying the city is really trying to? They're not really trying to just do this to help the people. They're trying to do this to get those, so that people won't stop by and pick up these metal pieces, like stoves.
Money out there with that, man.
Huh?
It's money and trash.
I know there's money out there in that. That's what I'm saying. So you think the city's trying to jump ahead of people?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, I forget.
There's money out there, man.
Wow, that was
the white man got me, the rich man. poor man trash or something like that.
I don't know about
what, a rich man garbage is a poor man trash, or a poor man riches, or something.
Well, you did it better than I would. You did it better than I would do with it.
But I tell you something, Bob. There's a lot of people out there made a lot of money, man. I see these trucks riding around here, man. They on 3 wheels, man. But you don't know, man. That load be thousands of dollars, man.
Yeah. I know there's money in that, you know, and just like the old-fashioned days, what they used to tell you to pick up Coke cans and stuff like that, and especially with these stoves and refrigerators and all these heavy appliances, man. If they can pick that stuff up, you know, and it's a lot of metal in that.
Yes, I think they trying to dip into that.
Yeah. Okay.
But Bob, dealing with the what Mike Conley said and everything, you know, I agree with 100%. I told y'all we should have got rid of Big Staff, and then they're gonna win 83 points the last game of the season, halftime or something like that.
Yeah.
And you think that's something? Or what Big Staff will say? See, we good, we getting better. So he's gonna try to fight for his job next year. They need to kick him out the door right now, man.
Really?
Yeah, he needs to be gone, Bob.
Well, I mean, you know,
he need to go, man.
You're talking about J.B. Bickerstaff.
Yeah, he's not no coach, Bob. That man can't coach.
Well,
hey, no. I forget if I need to ask you this now. Carl said we should hire this woman as the head coach of the.
Oh, come on, Josh. You know what's going to happen, man. It's going to be so much sexual assault stuff going on. Y'all need to pay me. Man, these brothers walking around here in jock straps. Come on, Josh.
Man. She a coach
on. She want to get to liking something?
No.
They want to have babies all running around.
Unforgetful. Now, just because.
Look, when you got a man, you got females and you got males together, man, it happens, man. Things happen.
But she's a coach.
Bring themselves in the locker room.
She's a coach. She coached for San Antonio.
Come on, now. You got players, you know, he on the floor a lot. Oh, it's liking there. And jealousy and all kind of stuff.
Okay, just because a woman is coaching basketball, so you already think it's gonna be some sexual assault or some sexual involvement and that type of thing. Just because
it's human nature, Bob.
Oh, it's human nature for human. Just because a woman is want to coach a league, or you think that's human nature? It's about that.
Okay, y'all listen one day.
You got her having babies and all this stuff. Come on, man.
Look here, Josh. The best out here to go ahead and get these coaches that's leaving. They've been there like Mike, Coach K and Villanova coach, even Coach Cal. Throw that money out there, like Bob said. You know, stop playing these games. Throw that money out there. Get one of these college coaches, man, and build something. When you start building something, they will come, Bob.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Because the way it look now, I agree with you, Bob. Sucker Memphis on out. Then when you get to another city, they're going to do what I say. They're going to start spending their money, start spending for player, clean their front office up to get them out of there, and they're going to be blooming. And then we're going to be sitting there saying, man, we used to have them. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Them grids are going to be blossoming, man, where they go somewhere else. I don't blame Mike Conley, man. They messed up his whole career. He was a great player, man. I remember him back in the days, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're offending women this morning.
Yeah, he needs to go back to.
You hear what I said, Uncle
about women.
You are offending women this morning.
Come on, how can I offend women? And my mother is a woman, man.
Well, everybody's.
I love women.
It said some woman. One woman says one woman says that guy is nuts. A woman can coach men without being attracted to any of them.
But what about the man?
Well, nobody has a problem with me.
What about the man? You talking about the woman not being attracted? What about the man?
Well, there's a lot of men already coaching basketball. But I think
you've been to school, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me right now. I'm gonna put you on Front Street. Tell me right now. When you was in school, a junior high or a senior, and you had a woman teacher that was attracted, you wasn't attracted to her.
I'm not gonna tell you that.
You gotta experience that.
No, everybody has. No, everybody don't
go to school for that type of stuff. Unforgivable? No, absolutely not.
Actually, I did. Look, unfortunately,
unforgivable.
Come on, man.
Unforgivable. You're different.
Look, unforgivable. Unfortunately, I didn't have many teachers like that.
All the kids have a crush on their teacher.
No, look, not the teachers I had.
Is that
some kind of crush?
Is that the only?
And we ain't talking about the homosexual crush.
Now we got to go off there.
It's time for us to go off again.
We can't do all this.
Even though I agree with you. Yeah, we got to go. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what happened?
Yeah. Well, is that the reason? Never mind. We gotta go.
When people are down there working around, you don't want to do
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of here, man.
All right, good day, sir. All right, 901. And now that's gonna do it for us today. Coming up next, Ion Sports, and coming up at John Lawson's not in for this time for the next few days.
Yeah, so, taking a break.
And hey, I tell you what, we'll be back Monday. And coming up
tomorrow. Remind people about tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Brother Jet and the Early Fun Fam will be here at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Don't miss that. It's going to be a great show. And hey, it's going to do it for us today. Have a wonderful day today. Be blessed. Hey, we love you. We thank God for you being there for us, and your phone calls. Thank you for calling in today, and your Facebook messages as well. It's been a pleasure to talk with you, and have a wonderful weekend as well. And that's going to do it, folks. We're out of here. As Unforgivable would say.